Happy New Year, friends, to each and every one of you who is listening, and thanks to all the subscribers for the love that you have shown to me thus far. I'm going to call this video From Noise to Nature. A 2026 year is going to be a new awakening for us. Now, we are living in the noisiest time in human history, friends. And not just noise of traffic, crowds, but a mental noise as well. Notifications, reels, alerts, endless scrolling, constant stimulation. You know what I mean. And while it may feel harmless sometimes, something deeply concerning is happening beneath the surface. As we drift away from nature and immerse ourselves in a constant digital noise, we are becoming predictable, not just in our habits, but in our health, emotions, behaviors, and even diagnosis. You heard me correctly, friends. Even with our diagnosis, predictable patterns, predictable outcomes, predictable labels. And here's the uncomfortable truth that I'm going to share with you today. The data that predicts our future is being fed by us. So we cannot even blame anyone. Every single day, we feed the data into the system that needs it. The predictable problem, let's talk about that. The human being, were never designed to live disconnected from nature. We are designed for the sunlight. We are designed. I'm going to show you. I'm shooting this video outside, and it's such a beautiful day. Sunlight in the morning, darkness at night, silence, stillness, face-to-face connection, face-to-face interactions, movement, rhythm. That's what we human beings are meant to be. Instead, we now live in an artificial life at midnight. Artificial light, rather. Screens inches from our eyes. In earlier days, televisions used to sit at least for a little bit of a distance. Now that the television is now in our hands, inches away from our eyes. Noise from the moment we wake up, constant dopamine stimulation that disrupt our sleep. Disconnected families can be found anywhere, not just in America, but globally. Now, when sleep breaks down, hormone breaks down as well. When hormones break down, emotion gets weak. When the emotion gets down, behavior breaks down. And when the behavior breaks down long enough, a diagnosis follows then. This is not a coincidence, friends. This is a pattern recognition. Why data has become so powerful. Every click, every scroll, every late night, every skipped meal, every restless sleep, every emotional reaction online, it is all about data. And it is all data. And that data doesn't just sit idle. It learns, it predicts, and it anticipates. When children grows up, sleep deprived, overstimulated, emotionally dysregulated, disconnected from nature, now their patterns become easier to map, easier to label, easier to predict. Not because they are broken, but because their environment has trained them that way. The more we live away from nature, the more machine-like our pattern become. And that should deeply concerns us. Children are the most at risk. Our kids are growing up in the world where silence feels uncomfortable. Boardroom feels unbearable. Nature feels unfamiliar. Stillness feels unsafe. There is a verse in Bible called, "Be still and know that I'm God." To our kids, stillness feels unsafe. They are not broken. They are overstimulated, friends. A child who never experienced quiet cannot regulate emotions. A child who never experiences darkness cannot sleep deeply. A child who never experiences nature cannot ground themselves. And when those foundations are missing, the system look for a label instead of a root cause. Nature was always the regulator, period. Nature doesn't rush. Nature does not shout. It doesn't notify. Nature teaches patience, rhythm, presence, healing, and along with balance. Silence resets our nervous system. Sunlight sets the internal clock. We call it circadian rhythm. Darkness restores the brain. Water rehydrates the body. Movement reconnect us to ourselves. These are not old ideas. They are the timeless biological truth. Friends, in 2026, a new choice that we are about to make that can transform our life, friends. As we step into 2026, this is not a rejection of technology. It's a recording of priorities. Technology should not serve humanity. It should just serve humanity. It should not replace it. This is the year we choose less screen time, more story time, less scrolling, and less noise, more silence. Excuse me. Less artificial light, and more of more rest, less digital connection, more human connection. Because when we reconnect with nature, we reconnect with ourselves and with our children, with our families, our communities. Human connection is the antidote. A meal together without phone, it heals more than we realize, friends. A walk outside calms more than the medication sometime ever can. A quiet evening restores more than entertainment ever will. When we slow down, we stop being predictable. When we reconnect with nature, we reclaim our humanity. When we choose presence, we protect our future. A message for the new year, if I have to give you one message, it would be, as 2026 begin, let this be our quiet revolution. We will protect our sleep. We will honor nature. We will model stillness for our children. We will choose connection over consumption. We will remember that we are human first before anything else. Because the greatest technology we possess is a well-rested mind, a regulated nervous system, and a heart deeply connected to others, friends. Less noise, more nature, less predictions, more purpose. This is how we heal. This is how we lead. This is how we begin again. Friends, I want to wish everyone a very, very happy new year, 2026. Let us all come together, connect with nature, especially a message to parents. God has given you those kids. They are our responsibility, friends. We need to teach our kids by example, not just by telling them go to sleep on time. We need to show them by example. Let 2026 be the year of health, wealth, and wisdom. Friends, this is Manjeet with Healthcare Heroes, and I'll catch you in the next video.